First of all, happy new month, guys. Now, do you guys remember when a lot of people who hated Wuthering Waves would look at the gacha revenue charts and say that this game is going to fail simply because the game was not doing as well as other games like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail? And do you guys also remember when a lot of people came out and started calling the gacha revenue charts fake and unreliable because of the fact that they were estimates and they were saying that a lot of people should not use these charts for anything? Yes? Good. Now, while all of those things that they said are true, these charts are only estimates. They're not representative of the real amount of money that these games are making. I feel that it's still an interesting way to have a conversation with the community on how well their games are doing. So, I wanted to look at the revenue for Wuthering Waves in the past month, the month of March, because last month was the month when one of the best updates for Wuthering Waves came out. Version 2.2. And by the way, if you have not played the story quest of version 2.2, I really think you should try it out. But that's a rant for another video altogether. Let's talk about the gacha revenue charts for a few games, Wuthering Waves included. Hey, what is up guys, it's Mordant. Now, if you're interested in news videos, discussion videos, lore videos, and challenge videos for any of the games on screen right now, I really think you should consider subscribing to the channel. A large majority of you who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to the channel, and I would greatly appreciate if you guys could actually help me subscribe to the channel. The goal for the year is 5,000 subscribers, so every single subscription counts. But with that said, let's get back to the video. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about the top 10 games in the gacha revenue charts, but I want to start off with Wuthering Waves because that's the main game that I cover on this channel. Wuthering Waves is actually doing very well, and mind you, the revenue report for the month of April is technically reporting on both brands and also 2.2 at the same time. Now, if you've been active in the Wuthering Waves community, you know that there are a lot of people who have been agitating for male characters in the game. A lot of people don't like the fact that there are more female characters in the game than male characters, and they want the ratio to at least be a little closer than it actually is right now. Personally speaking, I don't care about the ratio, I care about whether or not the characters are valuable to me. Be they male or female, I personally don't care. But at the same time, I do understand the argument for wanting more male characters in the game, especially as someone who plays the male rover. So with all that being said, when Brand was announced, a lot of people were basically told that if you want kurogames to actually understand that we as the players want more male characters, then talk with your wallet. So with that said, let's look at the report for Wuthering Waves and see whether people are actually interested in more male characters being in the game. You guys already saw it earlier in the video, but Wuthering Waves made $20 million in the last month, which is actually a bump up from the last month wherein they made about $13 million. And of course, for those of you who don't know, this is only on mobile. And this is actually very good news. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this report is that we can't actually use this report to know how much each banner made. Like, I remember that back in the Genshin days, I could go and look for the particular banner and know how much money each character in the banner is actually making. This is the kind of information I'll probably have appreciated a whole lot more, because that will make me know if a lot more people are actually interested in Brand. But I do think that this sort of can represent that, even though there is also a mix in of Cantarella's banner, and I know there were a ton of people who liked Cantarella. So the question now is, with this information, is it more likely that Wuthering Waves will give us more male characters? I have to be honest, I don't know. Now, Brand's banner did not really do that well compared to like January, where we made about $28 million if I remember correctly, but it's still a significant improvement over February. So I would like to see more male characters, but the thing is, when it comes to all of these things, I always say at the back of my mind, I've never actually said this out loud, even if a male character were to sell out well, a female character will always outdo them. So because of that, I don't really see more male characters coming, but I do hope that they actually consider releasing more male characters, because Brand has done pretty well, and Brand is also a character that a lot of people would have been interested in pulling. The only reason that I didn't pull for Brand is because I'm saving for the Shorekeeper, who I missed earlier, and since I'm a free-to-play player, I don't want to take any chances. So I'll probably get Brand on a rerun, but that's besides the point. Now let's talk about some other games. Genshin Impact is another game that I like to cover on the channel, so I wanted to look at its gacha revenue because a lot of people have not been in love with Natlan, and I can understand why. I mean, when you think about the nation of war, you don't think about a nation that is more technologically advanced than, say, Fontaine, which is a place where I would actually think is actually technologically advanced. Like, why is it that in Natlan, the nation of war, that there are more advanced technological things here than in Fontaine? Like, hello, have you seen some of these characters? The Pyro Archon is riding a motorbike. The Pyro Archon isn't even dressed like someone who deals with war. Like, bro, it really does not make sense. So with that in mind, even though I haven't been playing a lot of Genshin recently because of some issues with my PC, I was interested in seeing how exactly it was doing. And Genshin Impact made $38 million this month, and the month before it had made only $27 million. I don't know how to feel about that, because normally in a bad patch, Genshin Impact would be making anywhere between $30 million to $20 million, which is still pretty good. While I may have my reservations about how Natlan is, I like the region, okay? But I do feel that it doesn't represent itself well, but it seems people still like it even that way that it is. And I was also interested in seeing whether people would be interested in Ian-san, because I remember that when Genshin 5.0 started, there was a lot of controversy around the skin color of characters, something that I personally have never cared for in a game. Like I said earlier, the only thing I care about in my characters is value, not the skin color or the gender or anything. But it's looking like as though Ian-san and Veressa are not really doing badly. So I'm not disappointed, I'm actually happy to see that. Now, if we look at the top 10 rankings of games here, we have at number 1, Pokemon TCG, which made a total of $81 million as opposed to the $91 million that it made in the last month. In second place, we have Love and Deep Space, which made $75 million, something that I still find very, very shocking. Why is that game doing so well? Why is that game doing so well, bro? I don't understand. Truly, I do not understand. But in last month, it made about $49 million, which is actually still a lot of money. In number 3, we have Genshin Impact. At number 4, we have Honkai Star Rail, another game that a lot of people have been saying is not doing well so far. I never liked Honkai Star Rail because of the fact that it's a turn-based game, so I'm not actually actively following this, but it's still doing well, despite the fact it seems like a lot of people are not liking the direction of the game. And I think it says something about all of these games. I think maybe it's the sunk cost fallacy thing that is actually rearing its head here. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. At number 5, we have Uma Musume at $26 million, which is actually pretty good. At number 6, we have Monster Strike at $24 million. At number 7, we have Wuthering Waves, which I talked about already, which made $20 million. At number 9, we have Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. I actually have never been able to play this game, and I've been wanting to play this game since like forever, but I don't think it's available in Nigeria. I might find a way to get around it and try to play this game, because I'm really interested in seeing why a lot of people are interested in this game. And at number 10, we have Fate Grand Order at $17 million. I mean, it's crazy to think that every single game that is in the top 10 has made above $10 million. That is crazy. And it's also crazy to think that Wuthering Waves is in that top 10, because not too long ago it was below the top 10, and a lot of people were actually saying that the game is going to EOS very, very soon. But look at the game now, and I really think that Wuthering Waves is going to continue going higher as more people learn about the game, and as the game continues to improve, a lot more people will be interested in it. But that's where I'll end off the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for news videos, challenge videos, lore videos, and sometimes guides on Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Azure Familiar, Ananta, and many other games that I'll cover on the channel. Also join the hideout on Discord, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.